They not knowing if I mess up, I can end up falling flat. If I write a bad tweet, lagging in my whole street.
Well, we're now just a few days away from the College Football Playoff Championship game, where one of the nation's top wide receivers will take the field one last time in an LSU Tigers uniform. Now, there's no question his career speaks for itself, but you can bet that NFL scouts, coaches, and players will be tuning in to see how he performs when the lights shine brightest. And believe me, he knows as well as anybody, this is the last chance to not only add to his legacy, but further solidify his place as a top pick in the NFL draft. And speaking of the draft, we'll be joined in a moment by NFL insider Ethan Rose. He's got some interesting tidbits he's picked up over the last week.
He has tried me. I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys, got the mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want...
Well, some stars of the college football world will be on display tonight as we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we play for the College Football Playoffs National Championship, as we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on the LSU Tigers. Set for football now in South Florida. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a good one. And we are underway in the national championship game. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. On the carry, it's Jewell. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Clemson punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Thomas. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, he will take this in. Touchdown. LSU. A big play there. 72 yards. And LSU has taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Here's Taylor to throw. This one complete to Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On third down, Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a... Yard or so short. The Clemson punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Then you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. First down now, but that clock rolling. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on second and long. Taylor, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down. Taylor, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The LSU offense already up and at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end. How about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. From 6 yards away, and LSU adds on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Well, LSU just 1 half away from a national title. What a story this would be. Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. To throw is Thomas. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 73 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Second down and 3. They'll run with Jewell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. Shoves him aside, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Thomas will look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Back to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown from 8 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 10, Taylor, he's got it to Ingram, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Another example. Right there, how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to get...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The LSU offense already up and at the line. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. 4th quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this is caught. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there. 66 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
And to me, that touchdown. That allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.